ladies and guys who like to snog, Andy here, author of the best Tinder guide on the internet, and world-renowned kiss philanthropist. That's right, I like to give out a lot of kisses. This is the Kill You're in a Loser show. Let's fucking go. Before we get started, if you guys didn't know, I also have a podcast on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all that kind of good shit. Go and listen to that. I do entirely different content to this. It's similar in that it's self-improvement, getting laid, making money, all that kind of advice, but it's different content than what you'll see on here. So go check that out if you haven't already. Now, let's talk about the topic at hand. Let's talk about kissing, snogging, making out, having sex, escalating, all that kind of good shit. You guys will notice with my content, with my general philosophy, that I don't give you, or I focus more on the philosophy of things, or what I want you to have in your mind, rather than the actual, here's a 43-step guide on how to escalate on a woman. Because there are some key points that I want you guys to have in your mind before you start something like this. Before let's say you got a girl at your apartment, right? You want to kiss her, you want to make out with her, you want to have sex with her. Rather than me giving you like a 40 dot point list of like, do this, then do this, then this, then this, then this. If you're someone who needs that, what I mean by it is if you're a newbie at this stuff, or maybe you haven't had a lot of experience, maybe you're really fucking nervous. If I give you a long 40 dot point list of how to escalate on a girl, you're just going to be so fucking in your own head in that moment that you're going to fuck it up anyway. My favorite, or one of my favorite things that I love saying to coaching clients, one of my coaching clients recently, I took him out to go and hit on girls for the first time in his life. And, he says to me, what do I say to these girls? And I say, it doesn't fucking matter, dude. Just go and say hello. It literally doesn't matter what you say after that. We're just trying to get you practicing this shit, right? And he goes, no, like, what do I say? And I said to him, even if I told you what to say, you would fuck it up anyway. And he thought about it for a bit and he's like, yeah, I guess I would. I'm really nervous. I'd fuck it up. Okay. So I guess it doesn't matter if I fuck up, does it? And I was like, no, that's the point. So escalation is exactly the same thing. If you are someone who literally needs me to tell you how to kiss a girl, which fair enough, I'm not judging that. I was at that point at one time. No matter what I say to you, you're probably going to fuck it up. You're probably going to be really nervous. And when I say fuck it up, I don't mean like you bite her throat or something. You don't fuck it up that badly, but it's not going to be smooth, is it? It's going to be awkward. You're nervous. So what is the point of me giving you a 40 dot point list of every single step to do if you're going to fuck that up anyway? And more to the point, this is the thing you don't realize until you're in the moment. You're going to be more nervous because I gave you 40 dot points, 40 steps to do. That's going to make you more nervous. Oh shit, what was step 3? Shit, I did step 2. What was step 3? Fuck, I can't remember. Whereas, if I get you to relax a little bit, if I can teach you that it's okay to make mistakes, if I can teach you that you don't have to be perfect at this shit, that the girl won't be perfect and she's not going to judge you, that will, funnily enough, lead to a better it'll lead to better sex. You'll have a better time. You'll enjoy yourself more because you're not in your own head thinking, what is step 2? What's step 3? What do I do after this? But this guy said I have to do this, but this other guy said I should do this instead. We're trying to get you out of your own head. Because what is good sex? Good sex is being present. Good sex is focusing on her. Good sex is making her feel good. Good sex is making yourself feel good. Doing kinky shit that you want to do. Trying a bunch of different shit. Seeing what you enjoy. Experimenting. Exploring. Being focused on her. And her being focused on you, being focused on the sex that you're having. Good sex is not, I do step 1, then I do step 2, then I do step 3, then I do step 4. That's autism. And that is what a lot of pickup guides and dating material, a lot of it is so hardcore focused on the step-by-step that they've forgotten the most important thing, which is if you need this step-by-step, you're just going to be more nervous if you're given a big step-by-step. So with all of that context in mind, I want to teach you guys, and funnily enough, I'm not really going to teach you much here. That's the fucking point. But I want to give you guys a escalation guide, so to speak. This is something, and I don't like the word escalation. It just feels fucking like weird to me. Like the next girl that you have sex with, say, after you have sex, I want you guys to say, did you like the way I escalated on you? And she'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you say, when I hit on you, I escalated on you. Did you like my escalation? Was my escalation good? And she'll be like, what the fuck are you talking? Is there something wrong with you? Escalation? Why do you have a weird word? You mean when you made out with me? You mean when you try to fuck me? Like, what is this escalation shit? So I'm a big fan of normalizing this shit. You are just having fun with a chick. You're fooling around with a chick. You're having sex. You're getting laid. Stop calling it something weird like kino, escalation. The more jargon and weird terminology that you make, the further you're taking this away from someone who actually gets laid a lot. You're making this into a weird fucking thing. Any guy who gets laid a lot will tell you, you're just having sex. It's just sex. It's normal. It's just sex. It's not a weird fucking thing. So I'm a big fan of removing that jargon. I would encourage you guys to do the same. Don't call it escalation. Don't say, how do I keno her? How do I fucking kiss close her? Just, how do I fuck her? How do I get laid? How do we have a good time together? How do I make sure she fucking comes? Try and use more normal language, because at the end of the day, this is just sex. Okay, so let's say you're back at her apartment, or you're back at your apartment. Here's my ultra, super, easy, mega, fucking simple escalation guide. Are you guys ready for this? This is the cheat code. This is the easiest way. If you're nervous, if you need an escalation guide, or you need to know how to have sex with a woman, like how to initiate sex, you're at your place, you don't know how to fuck her, here's the thing that'll make this a million times easier for you. Look at her, like get close to her. You don't have to get fucking too close, but get reasonably close to her. Look at her and say, kiss me. That's it. That's my fucking escalation guide for you. This is what I've done with so many fucking women. This is what one of my best mates who gets laid a shit ton does with women. This is the easiest way to get a girl to kiss you. Literally just say, hey, kiss me. Or yo, come here real quick, kiss me. Or hey, I want you to kiss me. Kiss me. Like just literally saying kiss me. 99.9% of girls will kiss you when you tell them to. This is the same thing I have in my fucking threesome guide. People say, how do you start a threesome? I say, you turn to both of the girls and you say, you two should kiss. And then they'll giggle and then they'll start making out. That's it. 99.9% of the time, that's how you fucking start a threesome. Or that's how you start any sex. So please don't overcomplicate this stuff. Don't say like, how do I get close? Do I massage her? Do I touch her leg first? Do I touch her shoulder? Do I do this? That's all weird. If you want to kiss her, either kiss her, or if you don't have the balls to do that, which, yes, you are allowed to literally just interrupt whatever she's fucking saying and just move towards her and kiss her. Yeah, you can do that. If you're too nervous for that and you need a fucking escalation guide, here it is. Say to her, kiss me. That's it. I have done this, like I said, so many fucking times. This also works in public. Just bear in mind it works to a lesser degree. There's plenty of women that won't kiss in public. They're happy to kiss when you get back to your place, but not in public. So at this point in time, I've talked about this before. I don't kiss girls in public. I don't really touch them in public. I'll give them a hug, when I first meet them. I might put my hand on her back as I'm walking her out of the bar to walk towards our place, but I don't kiss girls in public. I haven't for years. I used to all the time. I don't feel it's necessary. It doesn't fucking make a difference. And since half of them don't want to kiss in public because they're not comfortable, I don't see the point in it. If you want to kiss girls in public, go for it. You can use this. But as I said, most escalation guides will just confuse things. They give you too many of these instructions. When you're in that moment, in the moment and you're nervous, you don't need a long list of instructions. You don't need a bunch of shit. Simple is always going to be better. This is why in my sex guide, in my Tinder guide, when I talk about when you're actually having sex, what did I say? I didn't give you guys a long list of like, do this and do this and do this and do this and do this. I give you guys a bunch of suggestions and shit you can try. But my philosophy is simple, simple, simple. When you're in the bedroom, when you want to have sex, just try a bunch of different shit. Literally try a bunch of different shit. Try pinching her nipples, then try pulling on her nipples, then try biting her nipples, then try biting her neck, then try kissing her neck gently, then try kissing her gently, then passionately, then hard, then slow, then soft. Like, just try a bunch of shit. You don't even need me to tell you what to try, because what I want you to do is in that moment, just in your brain, go like, what's some weird stuff I can try? Like, what should I try? And just try whatever the fuck comes into your mind. That is good sex. Experimenting, exploring, trying different stuff, learning how her body works, learning how her pleasure works, learning which parts of her body feel good. Try shit. Please stop looking for all the answers. Please stop looking for these big, long escalation guides and this and that and the other. Like, you don't need a step-by-step when you're in the fucking moment with a woman. Try some shit. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fuck up. I'll go back to what to do. I know I just said I'm not going to tell you what to do, but after you kiss her, or after you say to her, kiss me, you're on. That's it. Take her hand, take her to the fucking bedroom, kiss her a little bit, see what she wants to try, and get into it. You don't need this big, long, hold her hand and then touch her shoulder and then stroke this and then kiss that. She's not a fucking, like, programming. Guys do this thing where we're so logical ourselves that we think that sex and women and dating and all of that must be the same. And so you're looking for the specific, like, key code to unlock her sex. You're thinking, if I do this and then that, and then if I push this and then pull that and then kiss this and touch that, then she'll just unlock her fucking panties and I can get in there. This isn't a fucking like puzzle. She either wants to fuck you or she doesn't. And if she wants to fuck you, then she'll fuck you no matter how you escalate. If she doesn't want to fuck you, like if she's got it in her mind that like, no, I'm not ready to sleep with him yet, I'll do it on the next date, or maybe I don't fuck on the first date, or maybe I want to get to know him a little more, or maybe I'm just nervous because it's been a while, maybe I'm on my fucking period and nothing he does tonight will make me want to fuck him, maybe I'm sad because my best friend is fucking, she broke up with her boyfriend, so I'm not ready to have sex yet, whatever fucking, reason that she has, if she's not going to fuck you that night, almost nothing you do, let's just say nothing you do, no, it doesn't matter how you escalate. She won't fuck you. She's already made up her mind she won't fuck you. There's a 1% chance you might convince her otherwise. Probably not. Let's just say for most intents and purposes. If you need an escalation guide, you're not going to be able to change her mind. You're not going to be able to sit there and be like, hey, what's going on? Do you want to talk about this? Which is, by the way, what I recommend. Just being fucking honest. But that's a different fucking story. The point here is, if she wants to fuck you, it almost doesn't really matter how you fucking escalate. It really doesn't. I've done some cringeworthy, unsmooth shit, and it didn't matter because she wanted to fuck me. I've fucked shit up. I've talked about this before. I've had times where I literally couldn't even get a fucking boner because I was too tired or stressed or I jerked off to porn too much. I literally couldn't even get a fucking boner. It didn't matter. She wanted to fuck me, so we would just fool around and do a bunch of different shit, and eventually my dick would get hard, even though my dick was like soft right in her fucking face, and she's like, oh my god, he's soft, like, but it doesn't fucking matter because she wanted to fuck me. Reverse, I've had girls where it's like, no matter what I did, they didn't want to fuck that day. They were on their period, or they were a virgin and they were nervous. Like, what am I going to do to escalate smoothly to make them want to fuck me if they don't want to? Nothing. They've made up their mind. So stop putting so much pressure on yourself and saying, I have to be good at escalation. I have to be great at this. If you're someone who needs an escalation guide, if you clicked this video because you're like, oh yeah, I need to know what to do, then take the fucking pressure off yourself. You don't have to be smooth. It doesn't matter. Being smooth does not matter for 99% of this shit. Yes, if you can be smooth and you're confident and cool and all of that, it will go better, of course. Like, that's duh. But at the start, you're not going to be that. You're going to be awkward. You're going to be nervous. Every single other guy who came before you, myself included, was nervous, awkward, weird, cringeworthy, uncomfortable. Like, that's just how it is at the start. And remember that a lot of these girls are the same as well. They're nervous. Maybe they don't have a ton of experience. They want to look pretty for you. They want to do a good job for you. They think that you're cool and better than them and that you've got more experience than them, and they're worried about not impressing you. They're self-conscious about their body. Everybody has their own insecurities. Everybody is nervous, especially when they meet a new person. Like, unless you've had sex with like 100 people or 50 people or whatever, you're nervous the first time you sleep with someone new. Every single time, without fail. And so you're putting all this weird pressure on yourself and saying, I have to be good at escalation. I have to do this in step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. No. The only thing you need to do, the only thing I want you to keep in your mind is, it's okay if I suck at this. I give myself permission to suck at this. It's okay if I'm awkward and nervous. And all I have to do is say to her, hey, kiss me. And if she doesn't want to, that's fine. I'll try again the next day. If she doesn't want to fuck you that day, like if you get into the bedroom, you're making out, you fool around a bit, and she just doesn't want to fuck you. She'll fool around, she'll let you play with her pussy or whatever, but she's not ready to fuck. Cool. Just make out, have some fun with that. Maybe do whatever she wants to do. You can even say to her, all right, like you don't want to have sex, like what do you want to try? What are you comfortable with trying tonight? Do you want to give me a blowjob? Do you want me to go down on you? Do you want me to play with your tits? Do you want to try some of our toys? Do you want to try a sex toy? Do you want to try a vibrator? Whatever she's fucking comfortable with, do that. Have fun with that. And then see her the next day and pick up where you left off. Like, don't stress yourself out and think, oh my God, I have to escalate perfectly. Or what if I can't get the lay? What if I get last minute resistance? Oh my God, like heaven forbid she doesn't want to fuck me. Oh my God, my ego can't take it that a girl wouldn't want to fuck me immediately right there and then. Oh my God, my world will fall apart. And I get it. I mock, but I get it. I was there too. It's frustrating when you want to have sex, you have this goal, you want some fucking intimacy, you want to get your dick wet, you just want a girl to be fucking nice to you, and you get almost there, and she goes, I'm not ready to have sex tonight, or I don't want to have sex tonight, or not tonight, how about next time? Or she just pushes your hand away or whatever. I get that it's frustrating. Take a deep breath, remind yourself this is a person who's right in front of you. It's not just a fucking wet hole that's standing in the way of your lays. Like, this is a fucking person with her own likes, dislikes, preferences, fears, insecurities. Maybe she's not ready tonight. Don't fucking push her. Yes, Be assertive. I talk about that all the time, but don't fucking make her do something she doesn't want to do. Just calm the fuck down. Remind yourself, I have next time. If she doesn't want to fuck me this date or the next date, that's fine. Like, she's already in my bed making out with me. She's already fucking into me. She's just not ready yet. Be comfortable with that. Chill. Enjoy the process of getting better at this the more you do it. Enjoy the process of just having fun. If she doesn't want to go all the way, that's fine. Blowjobs are pretty fucking fun, guys. Like, the number of guys that I've seen that will be trying to have sex with a girl and maybe she's not comfortable having sex, but she'll give you a fucking hand job. The number of guys I've seen that have gone like, oh my God, it's so annoying. Like, she wouldn't fuck me. She would just give me a hand job. It's like, do you not like fucking hand jobs? Are you not just happy that a chick fucking, got your dick off? Like, is that not fun in itself? Like I said, it's not like she's going, no, hand jobs are all we're ever going to do and I'm never going to sleep with you. Yeah, fine. Like, I wouldn't date that woman. I wouldn't fuck her. Get rid of her. Screen her out immediately. But every single time a girl isn't comfortable fucking you, she will be in a couple of dates. Maybe even just the next date. Maybe, like I said, she was on her fucking period. If you wait 3 days, you'll fuck her. So stop putting the pressure on yourself. Don't put the pressure on her as well. But we're focused on you guys here. Don't put the pressure on yourself to be perfect at this. It's okay if you suck at escalation. Like, I wish you guys could be a fly on the wall when you watch me have sex. I wish you could see that I am not smooth with my escalations. I just don't care. That's the difference. If you guys are, that's confidence. That's being smooth. I'm not even fucking smooth. I just don't care about being smooth. Funnily enough, that comes across as confidence. That is the true I don't give a fuck attitude. Literally not giving a fuck. And the way you don't give a fuck, I won't just tell you, the general shitty self-improvement advice where they go, just don't give a fuck. That doesn't mean anything. That's like saying, just be confident. How do you just be confident? How do you just not give a fuck? Here's how you don't give a fuck. You give yourself that permission to suck. You say, it's okay if I'm awkward. I'm new at this, or I'm not that experienced, or I'm really nervous, or it's been a while since I've been on a date, or I don't really know what to do. That's okay. I'm inexperienced. Why would I be good at this? Why would I be confident? Why would I be smooth? No one's smooth at something they've just started. No one's smooth when they're awkward and nervous. So it's okay for me to suck. And then funnily enough, when you admit that, and by the way, you can even admit that to her. This is something I talk about all the time. Honesty, I call it autistic honesty, just blurting out whatever's in your fucking head. Literally say to her, like, yo, I'll be honest, I'm really fucking nervous. Hey, like, are you a bit nervous? And she'll go like, yeah, I'm really nervous too. And you'll be like, okay, let's be nervous together. That fucking conversation removes 99.9% of the pressure on yourself to be smooth. It removes the pressure on her for this to go smoothly as well. And then funnily enough, it goes smooth half the time, where it's awkward and you don't care because you both just admitted, like, yeah, this is not going to go smoothly. Just having that, just admitting that, having that honesty, that makes this shit like infinitely more fun. You're more intimate with each other. It's more smooth, all of that kind of shit. Not that smooth is important, but you get what I'm saying. So I will wrap up. Please, please, please stop putting the pressure on yourself to be a god at escalation, or a god at sex, or a god at foreplay, or a god on a date, or a god at any of this shit, a god at approaching, a god on Tinder. You don't have to be. It's okay if you're awkward and nervous. God knows I was for fucking years until I got, okay, not years, but like months until I got decent at this shit. And it probably took me like a year to get really confident, to be completely not nervous. And even then, every now and then I'll get nervous. Like maybe I haven't been on a date in a couple of months or something, like with a new girl, with there's just like girls that we're seeing, but we haven't seen, like girls we're seeing ongoing, but we haven't met a new girl. I'll go on a date and I'll be like slightly nervous, and I'll remind myself like, oh yeah, of course I'm nervous. Like it's been a couple of months. That's fine. I'll chill out. I don't have to do a good job. I've had dates where I'm super tired. Usually when I'm tired, it's not that smooth. I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like engaging in conversation. I am less assertive. Like I can't be bothered being more dominant and stuff like that. So I'm kind of lazy, and I will give myself permission when I'm really, really, really tired and say, if this goes poorly, who cares? Like it's okay if this goes poorly. I don't have to do a smooth job here. So please take that pressure off yourself, guys. Just go and have fucking fun. At the end of the day, this is meant to be fun. This isn't like a test. She's not going to give you a score on like how well you escalated on her. She's nervous too, right? At the end of the day, this is a person sitting in front of you who's just as nervous, if not more than you. And you're so in your own head going like, I have to do a good job. I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. You're forgetting that she's nervous too. So how about pulling her onto your team and saying, hey, if you're nervous, that's fine. I'm nervous too. Let's have a good time together. Literally say that to her. Remind yourself that you're on the same team as her. It's you two together trying to have some sex instead of you trying to win and get sex from her. You two are coming together, having a good bit of sex. If not, you're just making out and having some fun. You'll fuck later. It doesn't matter. You got plenty of retries. You have unlimited retries. If not with her, then with a million other women out there who will fuck you, you know? So go out there, guys. As always, crush your goals. If you want coaching, I offer that. I'll leave a link in the description below. But go have fun with this shit, yeah? Don't sit there and put the pressure on yourself to be perfect, because I was never perfect. I'm still not perfect. Every single guy I know that gets laid a lot was not perfect at the start, still would say he's not perfect now. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be smooth. It's not important. It really isn't important.